2 minutes to my good friend, the distinguished ranking member of the House Armed Services Committee from the great state of Texas, Mr. Thornberry.
Gentleman from Texas is recognized.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, those of us on the Armed Services Committee are privileged to work around with and for the men and women who serve in the military. Every one of them is a volunteer. Every one of them expects reasonable precautions with their health and safety and well-being, but every one of them knows that in carrying out their duties, there is some risk that goes with it, and they carry out their duties admirably. What a contrast to what we are seeing with this resolution. I think one of the proudest times I've had in this House over the last 25 years has been on 9/11 and the days thereafter. That very evening, members gathered on the steps of the Capitol, and in the days thereafter, we went right back to work and passed the legislation that was needed to deal with the terrorist threat. We were not even intimidated when many of our offices were attacked by anthrax in the days thereafter. It was not just about showing resolution to the terrorists, it was about showing the country that we could come together and get our work done. What a contrast to what we are seeing with this resolution. Through the Civil War, 1918 flu, World War II, 9/11, throughout our history, there has never been proxy voting on this floor. Members accepted the risk and carried out their duties to the best of their ability. It was not about technology, it was about trust and integrity. Were our predecessors so much braver than we are? Were they more ignorant of the risk or more careless with their own safety? Was their sense of responsibility to the American people greater than ours? None of this makes sense. But what makes the least sense of all, Mr. Speaker, is that any member of either party would support a resolution that allows any of us to vacate, even temporarily, the trust placed in us by voters and undermine the very foundation of this representative democracy. Our history is better than that. The voters deserve better than that. To me, Mr. Speaker, it is sad, rather despicable, and one of the darkest days in this institution. I yield back.